What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this conversation. Oh my gosh, guys. This has only been the second day of the Diddy trial, and I've been listening to a few of the different channels that have been in attendance who have been covering the trial. And today, Cassie was in the room and on the stand. And the things that I heard, I mean, honestly, I felt like I was there. And it's so crazy that after Mother's Day, we have his mother in attendance at his trial, hearing all of the shocking and disgusting and vile things that one, he was doing, and two, Cassie was subjected to, and that she was at some point willingly participating, because she even admitted it, based on what they said. She's said on the stand under oath that, she didn't say she didn't want to do anything at all ever. She said it was a lot and she didn't want to do it all the time, and she got to a point where she got tired of it, and she had gotten into doing a lot of the things that he wanted to do after, maybe, I think they said either after a few months of when he initially made his move on her, which she said that he just like moved in for the kiss at one point in time, and then they just really started moving on from there. And she accepted a lot of those things willingly, but he was doing a lot. And the from the things that they described she was saying on the stand, and his children were in attendance, his mom was in attendance. And to hear these things, either they're sitting there listening to it saying, I don't believe a word of it, or they were just trying to tune it out, but just trying to be there and, be in the presence, to be a supportive person in this courtroom, because he's been in jail now for, like, how many months has it been? So when I was listening to what they were saying, what they were describing, the things that she was talking about, the things that she described that she had to do, the things that she described that these escorts were doing to her, she was doing to them, the things that were happening in those hotel rooms. And honestly, it just was like, oh my God. I felt tired listening to it. I felt violated listening to it. I just could not even imagine. And it takes me back to what I had said months ago when that lawsuit came out. That, well, it's not even months ago. It was a couple of years ago now, almost a couple of years ago now at this point, where I said she pretty much was an sex slave for this man. And to hear her describe how, honestly, this man is a gay man. And I'm not saying being a I'm not even saying anything about a gay person, but what I'm saying is he is someone that clearly was not ever comfortable in coming out. So he would watch her, pretty much watch her doing things to men, other men, and he would sit there and watch it. He wasn't participating really when it comes to, from what she was describing, the things that they were saying she was saying on the witness stand. She was doing things to the men, and then he would want to like indulge in the men's, um how should we say it, the things that they expel from their body, he would want it on him. That sounds like a gay man to me. Just like, and I, I don't know, guys. This really was a lot. I was listening to Armand Wiggins. I was listening to Law and Crime Network YouTube channel and a few other channels that I was listening to today when they were giving details of the testimony and the things that she was sharing. And when I was hearing about what she was saying, it put me in mind of a movie I saw years ago. It's an old movie, guys. And it's a comedy. And I'm not trying to make light of the situation. I'm really not trying to do that. And hopefully my channel doesn't get struck because I want to share this little clip from this. And this is what I imagine the jury looked like when it came to what she was describing and talking about in the courtroom today. Now, this is like I said, this is from a movie called Airplane 2, the sequel. And this is from years ago. It was a comedy, but this clip from this movie, it just was like reminding me when they were talking about the things that Cassie was describing, because I could only imagine what it looked like in the courtroom when she was sharing the stuff that she had experienced and the stuff that she was doing and the stuff that he was doing.
And I guess that's when the real problem started.
Please elaborate.
Well, at first, sex between us was a wonderful experience. The way he touched me, he was so gentle. He'd unbutton my blouse. And then,
I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm not trying to make light of the situation, but I could only I can only imagine what the people in the courtroom on the jury and the people who were just sitting in there listening, what it looked like, what their faces looked like, and everything, because that now that what I just shared was obviously, it was, it's from a movie, it's a comedy. But to hear what she described, talking about how she had to be covered in baby oil, like literally swimming in it, like her body had to be doused in baby oil and lube. Like, oh my god. Like the 1,000 bottles of Johnson and Johnson baby oil that they had confiscated. Now it makes sense because a lot of people were trying to say, "Oh, that's not a big deal," or "That wasn't really true." There's no way they confiscated 1,000 bottles of baby oil. What is he doing with 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Well, if you're putting it all in a little baby pool and you are dunking your body in it and dousing yourself in it so you could just be completely saturated in oil and lubed up so everything can just go in and out easily, I'm assuming. I don't know. Like, oh my God. It makes sense now. But this really was a lot. So to have his mom right off of Mother's Day and his children sitting in his courtroom listening to all of the details of what she was describing, and she's almost, I think, 9 months pregnant too, and having to go back and relive the past and talk about the things that she experienced. I know that she's still dealing with the trauma of all of that, the memories of it all. And I heard that she even suffers from memory loss too. I just can't even imagine. But to me, even if she was a willing participant in some of the things, she did definitely describe him, knocking her around and just doing some of the things that we saw in that video. Like, that was not like a one time instance of something like that happening. And then even before, on yesterday, the guy who got paid off to get that video, like, I think he got like 100 stacks, and he's now a police officer. I'm just saying it. I hope she actually did get all of her money, when she sued him last year. I mean, they did settle, but hopefully she got every single dime and it wasn't something where it was you're going to get drips and drabs of the money over a period of time, because the amount of therapy I can only imagine. And now she's going on having her third child. The fact that she is even able to have children based on all of the stuff that she had gone through, because you can't tell me that she experienced all of those things over all of those years and she never had any type of STDs. And they say that the hurt burp is like the industry standard when it comes to STDs. So that's for life. There is no cure for that. I'm not saying she has it, but I'm definitely believing that she's experienced some things when it comes to STDs and STIs over the years. And I think they had said something about her attorneys did not want to have her medical records exposed or them going into any questioning about her her medical at all. I'm just saying it's a lot, but I can only imagine what the look on his mom's face, the look on his children's face, just the look on anyone's face while they were sitting in that courtroom and she was giving that testimony about all of the just the graphic breakdown details of not everything, but a lot of the things that she had experienced over the years. That's just intense. I wasn't even there, and just to hear the others that were in the courtroom describing her testimony to me was a lot. And like I said, when I was hearing what she was describing, I just envision the people in the courtroom and what they look like. And I know that little clip that I showed, that was a lot. It's extremely exaggerated and it's from a comedy. But and I'll put the link in the description box if you want to see that full video, guys, because it's a funny movie. It's actually one of my favorite movies from many years ago. It came out before I was born, but it's one of the movies that I saw when I was a little kid, and I love comedies. I love to laugh. But anyway, this is no laughing matter. All of the stuff that he is going through, I don't believe that they are going to find him guilty on everything, but I definitely don't foresee him getting off. I believe he needs to buckle up and get ready to spend some time behind those bars. And hey, it just probably is his karma, because he's just done a lot of wrong to a lot of people. And although I know he's not on trial for a lot of the things that he did to a lot of people, but there's just no way. I don't see him getting off on all of these things. I don't see him being found guilty of every single thing, but I definitely don't see him getting off. And I thought years ago when she had filed the civil lawsuit and it was revealed, and the things that were explained in that lawsuit, I said back then, I said, I feel like this could lead to criminal charges. And a lot of people were saying they didn't think so. No, statute of limitations, it's passed, there's no way. And look at where we are, May 2025. So I said it before, and now we'll see where it goes. But listen, guys, I just wanted to give my little brief take on what has happened so far, not on everything, but just on some of the things. And I really want to know what you guys think. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful. And now I'm going to say bye.